Hello my lovely friends, this is your friend Kevin and here is your Divine Daily Blast. Here we go. We are in an angel numerology number 2 day today. So what does that mean for all of us? Well, a number 2 energy is about diplomacy. It is keeping the faith. It is realizing that we've got to watch our negative thinking, watch our negative speaking, like speak no evil, and go gently and harmoniously and supportive through the day. Put a smile on your face, put a smile in your heart. The number 2 energy is one about tactfulness, cooperation, and love. This is the divine loving energy, the divine feminine, vulnerability, above all, not giving up, reaching out for support if you need it. Now, if you're into tarot and you've got a tarot deck handy, pull on the energy of the 8 of Swords or the 8 of Air. You can pull on the Wise Counselor or the Hierophant, and you can ask for the help from Archangel Jophi or Archangel Raguel for help you out too. What else can I say about today? The moon is moved into Libra, but there's clashing communication energies building up under the dark moon, which is happening tomorrow. So be careful. Saying too much today could derail a very important relationship. So if you've got some kind of beef stuck somewhere with someone that you can't quite let go of, it might be good to push that on the margin, keep it under your hat, and try not to, as they say, upset the apple cart. Now, Archangel Michael brings us a message. I am the Archangel of safety and protection. Let me bring you comfort whenever you feel unsafe, physically, professionally, or emotionally. And here is your affirmation. I am surrounded by angels of protection. I am perfectly safe in all ways. This comes from our friend Radley Valentine. That is his deck of angel affirmation cards. Now we're moving on to a deck by Kyle Gray. This is the Divine Masters Oracle deck, and we have as our Divine Master for this entire week Ruby, mystical knowing, breaking boundaries, personal experiences of God. There are many gods, goddesses that come to be with us, and Rumi was mentioned and spoken about in the 13th century. He is a Persian mystic, very poetic. His words, poems, songs have been highly influential the world over, transcending national borders and ethnic divisions, and it's been described as a direct experience to God the divine. Rumi is now acknowledged in the world as being a popular poet. So he's come this week to all of us to say it's time to move beyond any limitations of earthly realms that have been placed or forced upon you. I'm sure that makes sense to many of us. It's time to break free from the limitations and constraints of family, politics, religion, and anything else that has been telling you that you are or how you need to be, or what you need to say, or who you need to love, or what you need to believe in. Break free. Your connection to the divine must come from a personal experience with the divine energy. It has to come from you. You have to be able to tell your story. But above all, trust what you believe, trust what you know, for this is the only way any of us are going to move forward. This isn't saying you should disrespect or throw away what may be placed around you if it's been for your highest good. See if there's a way for you to authentically express who you are without causing upset or offense. In other words, try not to wield your rod of your own power, your rod of your own beliefs, and say, this is my way and you need to follow me. We don't need to be doing that. Use Rumi's light to light you up, help you shift your limitations, the limitations of society and family. Remain centered in your heart and let your personal experience of the divine lead you forward. It isn't inauthentic to speak to others in their language or through their wording in order to get your point across. What's important here is what you feel within your heart, what you feel in the depths of your soul, what you feel in that inner knowing. No matter who you are or where you are loved. The power of the Creator is within you, and Rumi has come here all week to let us know we need to express all of this, but in a very righteous way. Now look, Virtues is our angel activation card. Fabulous. Angel of Virtues. Cannot make all of this up. Being perfectly safe in all ways, surrounded by angels of protection, lifting us up and through all of this concentrated chaos. My isms, before I get into virtues: I am the bridge between earth and heaven. That's a fabulous statement. I am enough just as I am. That's a fabulous statement. Nothing's more important than my feeling of joy and happiness. And your feeling of joy and happiness is contagious energy. Now, moving on to the virtues. Do the right thing. And your activation message: I choose to bring peace to every conflict. My darling friends, there are contentious arguments and contentious feelings and thoughts all over the place, and if you listen to the news cycle, they are invested in your demise. They get in a camera like this, but instead of bringing you inspirational messages from divine source energy to lift you up and lighten you up, some of these folks sit there with their fancy studios and their rhetoric, being prompted by a network of people who write what I consider to be untruths to keep people locked up in fear. And they're pointing fingers. He said, she said, they said. It is nothing but gossip pushed into the parentheses of news. This happened, that happened. This group went against that group, and she said, and he said, and look what happened over here. Really? That is almost like a life-altering soap opera. If you want to see drama, turn on entertainment on your televisions. Turn on entertainment on your podcast. This morning I watched early this morning a fascinating documentary about the British train system and what happens, and how these good Samaritans were walking the tracks of the English railway lines, helping people who really were about to commit suicide. There were a lot of people in England that stand on bridges above train tracks, and they jump off hoping the train will hit and kill them, and many have died that way. And these good Samaritans go up and down train lines with their hope, with their messages, with things to help people go through. This is the kind of news you want to hear, that we're not on our own, everybody's with us. Now, the fairies have come with a message this morning. I shuffled and our fairy spotting came out. Look a bit deeper. This to me is divine energy in motion. She's also got Mystic Bloom's hair with the little purple flowers in it. Lovely white dress. And she's holding in the palm of her hand another fairy. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing. But in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. And our fairy world says we have to look through a different lens. We have to look through the magical lens of mankind. We have to look through the uplifting energy of mankind. All mankind. Everybody. And think to ourselves like, I am enough just as I am. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, what language you speak to the world, how you go about to communicate with people. There is a way that you can communicate with other human beings just by making eye contact, using your facial expressions to express how you feel. You don't have to say a word. Sometimes language muddies the field of communication. Well, my friends, that's it from me for today. I hope it's been a lot. I hope it's been enough. And I hope you got something from it. My entire intent is to inspire, enlighten, to heal, to bring love, and to take information that I get straight down from the divine and send it out to you. Until tomorrow, bye for now. Oh, don't forget, I'll be back later on today, probably early afternoon, with the week ahead. I love you. Bye for now.